guys, so I'm back with a new video, and first of all, I'm sorry for not posting last week. I just had too much going on, like I was in my exam week and I just really wasn't in the mood because, you know, exams are stressful and stuff. So yeah, just thought I should tell you something, even though I told you on my Twitter. But yeah, besides that, this video is going up a little bit late than I wanted to, but I managed to do it. And as you can see by the title, today we're going to talk about concert and concert tips, because I've been to a lot of concerts. I've been to more than 40 shows, including like festivals and shows abroad in other countries and stuff. So I just thought I have enough experience to tell you about like little tips and things to do on concerts. So I don't want to ramble too much, so let's just get started. First, I'm just going to tell you that I might be looking down because I wrote some things so I don't forget anything. So yeah, I managed to separate these into some categories so it will be easy for you to know stuff. So we're going to start with buying tickets. I just did this recently, but this is like a plus. It really helps, and it's put the notifications on for your bands or favorite bands, like artists and stuff, so they tweet when the tickets are going on sale, when they're going to your country, because you know, from Portugal we are always like really anxious when people come here, so we're always really excited and really like stressed if they're coming or not. And another side note, this is all based mostly here in Portugal, so I don't know in other countries, but I suppose it is basically the same. But keep in mind, I'm talking about mostly Portugal because that's where I live and I go to most of the concerts. So yeah, so notifications on. Second tip, sign up to their mailing list, because they usually like email you when there's a new tour. And sometimes like this happened with Five Stars when they came here and they gave a code to like buy the tickets first, I think, or something. But they gave a code and it really helped to like buy tickets first. And I always do this, like I do this every single day, and it visits a specific music website. They always have like the news on, like in Czech. They post every day when there's a new show, they post there, so I always know when there's a new show here in Portugal. So yeah, if you're Portuguese, the website is Blitz, so that's a really great website, and you always know when there's a new show. Then my next tip is buy the tickets the day they go on sale. If you're a really big fan of that band or that artist, you don't want the tickets to sell out. And mostly here in Portugal, they're going to, almost 100% sure they're going to sell out in the day they go on sale. I rarely buy tickets like days after they go on sale. I recently bought the Selena Gomez tickets, but that's because I've already seen her once, and I thought if I don't get tickets, that's not a big deal. In festivals, you can always like buy the tickets for festivals a little bit later, but you know, I prefer to buy them on the day they go on sale. And another tip for buying is call the website, the people who are selling the ticket, because most likely you're going to get the tickets that you want if you call them. I just did this twice, and it was because I wanted VIP tickets for 5,000 for One Direction, and it was like chaos online. And oh my god, call is the best thing ever. And they just then email you the ticket, or through the post, like, I don't know the name, but like in a letter, like, I don't know, it's just, yeah. And if you don't want to call or something, online it's the second best thing. But you know me, I always prefer to buy the tickets like in person. I want to have the tickets in my hand, so I usually go to the store to have them. And this is a really big tip. If you're from Portugal, don't even try to go anywhere else than Fnac, because you're gonna fail. I tried like the post office, I think that's how you call it here in Portugal. It's the Correios. I tried Vorten, I've tried other things, and it's a mess. Fnac, it's the number one store that always knows about shows. So if you're going to the store to buy your tickets, go to Fnac, because they always know about every single show. Oh, and obviously go to the queue like early, like pretty early. On to the next category, it's preparation. So a few months before the show, I always think about what I'm going to wear, what I'm going to bring to the show, if I'm going to stalk the band. I try to find out hotels, flights, and all that fun stuff. And yeah, mostly you find things out through Twitter, so again, notifications on is a plus. And most recently, Snapchat is a really great way to know where your favorite artists are staying in. They almost every single time they post a photo or a video of like the view from their hotel room. So that's how I managed to find the hotel they're staying in. I recently found out where Charlie Puth was staying here in Portugal, but he didn't come out to the fans because he was sick and stuff. So yeah, that's things for another video and stuff. So yeah, that's always a plus. So start to think about what stuff you're going to bring and what you're going to wear and stuff. And this leads to the next category, that is what to bring to the show and what to wear. So what to bring? Something that I always bring, and I prefer this over a backpack. It's a fanny pack. I think that's how you say it. I thought I had it here somewhere, but well, it's one of those like little bags that you put on your waist. I prefer that over a backpack or just a normal bag that you put on your shoulder, because I don't like to have things in my hands. I always have a camera or my phone, and I don't like to have like things in my back, and I prefer to have like everything in my waist so I can jump and dance and do whatever I want. and don't have to worry like that someone is like taking anything from my bag. That always worries me. I don't know why, but I don't like to have things behind my bag where I can't see if someone like sneaks his hand in there, and you know, yeah. So I always prefer a fanny pack. I think that's how you call it, but that's, you know, what it is. And also this is a really big tip, mostly for festivals, but when you get in, they usually, at least here in Portugal, they don't allow the water bottles to have the lid. So what I do is hide the lid inside my shoe or in my bra. So if they're going, even if they're going to like touch us to know if you have something, they won't probably see the lid or feel the lid. So when you get inside the venue, you can put the lid in your water bottle. This is the great tip that I discovered when I went to my first festival, which was in 2010, like 6 years ago, and I have never forgot that. Great. And obviously bring your camera. You have to take pictures. I mean, I always do. Now on to what to wear. I usually dress according to the artist that I'm going to see. Obviously I want to keep everything like comfortable and stuff, but if, for example, I'm going to see Miley Cyrus, when I went to see Miley Cyrus, I dressed up a little bit like with short stuff, with a crop top and short shorts and stuff. When I went to see festivals, I went with a flannel, obviously, and skinny jeans. And if I do have, I always bring a t-shirt of the band or the artist, but if I don't, I dress according to the artist. You don't have to do that, but I like. And the same goes with the makeup and the hair. Even though you want to keep your makeup like minimal, because you're going to sweat and it's going to be all messed up by the end of the night. Also bring some elastic bands. I don't usually put my hair up, but sometimes it gets extremely hot, so you will mostly want to do like a ponytail or a bun or even a braid. And so yeah. Also, I recommend some Converse and jeans. I also prefer that. You can also go with shorts, but I also prefer Converse shorts and jeans. I assume this is all for like general admission shows, like you don't have seats, but if you do have seats, you can dress however you want. But keep in mind, if you're going to the queue, you want to be comfortable in the queue as well. So even if you're going to have a seat inside the show, you have to wait hours in the queue. So again, you want to keep comfortable. Now let's get into the show, the actual show. So when you pass security, you wanna run. That's like the number one thing. As you pass security, you wanna run. Even if they say don't run, just don't even care about what they say, just run. Be careful, obviously, because sometimes here in Portugal we do have stairs, so okay. Another big tip that I got when I went to Manchester to see McFly, I got front row, And if you do get front row, like spread your arms and legs, like be like this, and with your legs just like these too, like your legs spread and your arms like this, because there's going to be people that wanna be front row and they're going to push to get you out of the place that you are. So just be like this for the entire show. I know it's a little bit difficult, but it's a must, so no one gets the place you're in, because everyone wants to be front row. This is just like a little advice, something to keep in mind. Second and third row are the worst because everyone is trying to get front row. Obviously they most likely won't, but everyone is trying to, so keep in mind it's going to be like extremely hot and everyone is going to be pushing, and it's going to be a little bit tiring, and you're going to be like so damn stressed, but it's worth it, I promise you. And after the show, don't go home, because sometimes the artists go to the back of the venue and take photos with fans and autographs and stuff, so just wait a bit. Also, again, keep like checking their Twitter account and their Snapchat, so you know if they are going to the back of the venue, because sometimes they just leave through a door that you don't know that exists. Now, a tip for seated shows is that even if you are in a seated place, mostly here in Portugal, sometimes we don't have like a proper seat, like you're not in the seat 4 or something, but it's in a place with seats. Keep in mind that even if you think you have a seat, I mean, you do have a seat, but you most likely have to be in the queue, and sometimes even earlier than other people. So just don't just think that you have a seat, you're going to be fine, because obviously you want to get the best seat, so just something to keep in mind. Another little tip is that people here in Portugal usually go to the concert at around 8 a.m. in the day that the show is, so just go a little bit earlier than 8 a.m. Now, a tip for going abroad, because I went 2 times to see McFly, is that don't go the day of the concert. Go like days ahead to the queue. I'm not even talking going to the country, I'm talking about going to the queue, because other countries is completely different from Portugal. Like, people are so much more like stressful, and they queue for days. Oh my god. Here in Portugal, the long that I've been people queuing for is like 2 or 3 days, but there people, I even saw one time in Brazil that someone queued for One Direction for a month. Like, oh my god. So keep in mind it's a little bit different than here in Portugal. Now, just a 2 tips that aren't really in a specific category. It's that try to have VIP something from the website. Once I did from McFly, like had their card and something, so I got into the venue for other people. Obviously I went with other people that had a card and stuff, so always just try to be VIP in their website. I know sometimes it's expensive, but if you really like that band, I think it's worth it. And this is like a really messy tip, but if you're in a foreign country and someone is messing with you, like during the show, some people said something to me, I don't even remember what it was, when I went to Spain to see him fly, and I just said that I didn't understand what they were saying. Even if you do understand, just say you do not understand and fuck it. And yeah guys, these are my tips. I hope you like this. I think this helped, or at least I hope this helped someone. So if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!